Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 coming at you with another video. I'm in vacation mode, so I'm wearing my little vacation shirt. I actually have this week off of work, which is exciting. So I thought no suit, no shirt and tie like I normally do. We're in vacation mode. We're having vacation fun here. And today I want to talk about the PlayStation's 30th anniversary. I know I'm a little late to making this video. I know everyone has talked about this already. But I wanted to give my 2 cents in and let you know my thoughts. So recently, PlayStation has had a I guess it's its 30th anniversary, obviously, and on their social medias like X and Instagram and stuff like that, they've been kind of celebrating, showing off little montages of games from the PlayStation 1, from when they very started, all the way to the PlayStation 5, and I'm a huge PlayStation fan, and in fact, I'm actually as old as PlayStation. I actually turned 30 this year as well. So I guess I've existed the same amount of time as PlayStation has, which I think is really cool. But with that being said, I've been a PlayStation fan my entire life. The first console that I had that was truly my own was my PlayStation 1, and I absolutely love that thing. Playing games like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, real obscure shit I played on too, like Unholy Wars, Jumping Flash, fucking Glover. I've played all those games on the PlayStation 1 and absolutely loved it. And ever since then, I've been a PlayStation fan all the way. Any console war, I've always been on Sony's side. Growing up. So since I was growing up, I had a PlayStation 2, or a PlayStation 1, then I got a PlayStation 2, and I remember getting my PlayStation 2, I got that for my communion. I'm Catholic, so, you go through, different, religious stuff. It's you got your, confirmation, your communion, I think you have to do something else. I'm not a good Catholic. But I was raised Catholic, and, for my, I think, confirmation, or maybe it was my communion, my parents got me a gift, and that gift was the PlayStation 2. And I remember being so excited to get it. And the first game I played on it was Jak and Daxter, and that game blew my fucking mind. Going from the PlayStation 1 to the PlayStation 2 was holy shit. The leap in quality from those two, from that generation, was insane. That's something we'll never see ever again. A leap in quality from PlayStation 1 from the PlayStation 2, we're never going to see that again in gaming. That leap was fucking mind-blowing. And the first game I played was Jak and Daxter. Probably one of the best PlayStation 2 games you could play. It was so fucking good. I actually remember the day I got it, because I had a little playroom where I kept my video games and toys and stuff, which was separate from my actual room. So I remember that night when I got the PlayStation 2, I actually slept in the playroom with it, because I was just so excited about it. And goddamn, the PlayStation 2 is still hands down my favorite gaming console. It has so many good fucking games on it. We're talking Kingdom Hearts, we're talking Metal Gear Solid, we're talking fucking Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, the Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi games, the fucking Naruto Ultimate Ninja games, the fucking just RPGs, the Radiata stories, the Dual Hearts, the fucking Dark Clouds. So pretty much all of my favorite games are on the PlayStation 2. To this day, I still play PlayStation 2 games. I absolutely adore that console. But with that being said, as time went on, I got a PlayStation 3. I got a PlayStation 3 kind of late. I didn't get it right away because the PlayStation 3 was really expensive. So I didn't get it right away. I think I asked for it for a Christmas or a birthday or something. And that was my big present. That was the only present I got that year. And I remember really wanting to play Sonic 06. And I was really disappointed because I've always been a huge Sonic fan too. And Sonic 06 was kind of like the first Sonic game coming out that wasn't going to be on PlayStation or GameCube, or it was like a next-gen exclusive game. And I remember being so excited to play it that I actually got a PlayStation 3 because I wanted to play Sonic 06. And I got it, but I got my PlayStation 3, I think a little bit early. Or did I get it later than Sonic? I don't quite remember, but I know I got a PlayStation 3, and one of the first games I got for it was Sonic 06. It wasn't the exact first game I got for it, but I remember playing, I think the first game I played on it was a game called X-Blades, and it's like this really shitty hack and slash. I actually think I have it. Yeah, I do. I have it right here. Fucking X-Blades. This is probably the most obscure piece of shit you'll ever see. I remember like getting this game, and it is just a really bare bones, basic hack and slash game. But it was like one of the first games I played on PS3, so like it kind of has like a special place in my heart, despite being like very, very mediocre. That's like a 4 out of 10 game. But again, I remember playing that game. I remember playing Mirror's Edge. I think when I think of PlayStation 3, I really just think of Mirror's Edge, really. That game kind of like became like what that generation was. It was like a really cool game. Well, you guys know Mirror's Edge. But again, when I think of PlayStation 3, I really do, like, one of the first games that comes to mind was Mirror's Edge. And I guess, like, Assassin's Creed. I was really big into Assassin's Creed when, like right before, like, Assassin's Creed 3 came out. I kind of jumped in on the bandwagon, and I played Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, the other one, and then I played Assassin's Creed 3. And after 3, I kind of, like, jumped off the Assassin's Creed, franchise bandwagon for a while, but I played them all on PlayStation 3. So yeah, I remember, and again, it's just like, I don't, like, looking back now, the PlayStation 3 does have like a huge, like, actually a very, very good amount of games, but to my heart, it's like going off the PlayStation 2, the greatest game console ever made, to the PlayStation 3. I still undoubtedly like the PlayStation 2 more, but as time goes on, I do look back and realize the PlayStation 3 was a really solid console, and probably one of the best Blu-ray players I'll ever have. Same with the PlayStation 2, that was like the first DVD player I owned, and the PlayStation 3 was the first Blu-ray player I ever owned, and I use those quite a bit. And then after the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4 came out, I think I got that fairly close to release. I remember one of the first games I played on it was Killzone, because it came with the PlayStation 4, but the real first game I remember playing on it was Infamous Second Son, and I was fucking blown away by that game. Fucking Infamous was amazing. And now I've played Infamous, the first Infamous. I haven't played the second one, but then I played Second Son on the PlayStation 4, and that game blew me the fuck away. Even today, I still think it's one of the top tier, like, PlayStation 4 games. People just don't talk about it for some reason, but still, like, I think it's one of the best games you could play on the console. And it being a launch title was fucking mind-blowing. So, I absolutely love the PlayStation 4. One thing I liked about the PlayStation 4 is all the PlayStation 2 games you could play on it. It actually had a lot of PS2 games you could get on it. Which was pretty cool. But again, it's just like, as the consoles like go on, I kind of just, I don't know, I think it's more like the gaming industry is moving in a direction that I don't like, so I look more fondly on like the older games that are coming out, because I have more fun playing, you know, like PlayStation 2 games. And as like the console generation goes on, the gaming industry like keeps evolving, going in like a different direction. It's just a direction I don't want. So like, as these consoles get on, I get like less and less hyped about it, because I've been a PlayStation fan or a Sony fan my entire life. I love the PlayStation brand, but I don't even have a PlayStation 5, and I still don't want one today. Like, there is no reason for me to get one. The only game on PlayStation 5 that I would want to play is Astrobots. And it's just like, I bet one day that game might come out on Steam as well. And it's just like, the only games that like I would really want to play are like Spider-Man 2, but that's coming out on Steam next year, so I don't have to worry about that. fucking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that is also coming out on Steam around the same time. So again, it's like I don't need a PlayStation 5 for that. So again, it's really sad that Sony has kind of lost me as like a gamer. I used to be so excited for anything Sony. I even had I didn't talk about it, but I had a PSP and I also had a Vita too. So like I just love Sony products. I've always been on like the Sony side of the console war stuff. But just like I don't even think it's like really Sony's fault. It's just kind of like where the game industry is heading. I just don't want to like. I'm just not excited for it anymore. It just lost me. It's like you're going in a direction I don't care about, and I think that's really sad. And hopefully, by the 35th anniversary of PlayStation, hopefully they turn this shit around and they truly made like the PlayStation 2, and then I would be happy. Honestly, that's what Sony should do. They should just fucking give up on the PlayStation 6 and just make the PlayStation 2, and I'd be so fucking happy about that. Or at the very least, make a PlayStation 2 Mini. I know the PS1 Classic didn't do that well, but make a PlayStation 2 Classic. That would just make me so fucking happy. But yeah, other than that, again, I've always been a Sony fan, and I still consider myself a Sony fan, but just not like a modern-day PlayStation fan. I'm just really not excited about their IPs that they have, the games that they're putting out. It's like, I don't give a shit about The Last of Us. I don't give a shit about God of War. I don't give a shit about Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't give a shit about what's in Bloodborne. I don't give a shit about any of those games. And it's like, sadly, that's really the only game Sony has to offer now. And it's just like, yeah, just fuck it. You fucking miss me. Come back. I'll come back to you when you start making fucking Ape Escape again, when you make a new Jak and Daxter game, when you make a new Ratchet and Clank game. Well, they do still make new Ratchet and Clank games, but make a new fucking Sly Cooper game. What the fuck? And it's just like, make some games I want to play, Sony, and I will happily come back. But anyway, though, that's my whole video, me just kind of reminiscing about Sony and PlayStation, and it's really impressive they made it 30 years. Really, a really great company, and again, I like them, but as for like modern gaming, I'm just kind of like falling off, which is unfortunate. But anyway, guys, I'm Shin05T5. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That really does help me out. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Okay, thanks later. Bye-bye.